What is going on, my superhero crew out there? It is King Ishokerzpmc here, and today I'm going to be talking about a show called Jericho. And this is Will Jericho Will It Be Renewed? So, for those of you who don't know who Jericho is a show about the US basically being nuked and a town called Jericho trying to survive through it. So eventually it evolved over time into a different type of show. Ended up on a cliffhanger, and it was very pretty much setting up a new season. But then it ended because at the time I believe that the ratings weren't up to par with season one, even though there was an outcry after they ended the season, or after they ended the show, because it was actually got canceled after season one, but there was an entire outcry and everybody wanted another season. And so they ended up dropping season two. Well, season two didn't do as well as season one did as far as how many people were watching it. So they didn't cancel it, but it's like in a limbo state. So as of right now, the show, like I said, isn't really canceled, but they haven't really confirmed a renewal at the same time. So it's not in production at this present moment, more than likely. But Netflix has approached them a while back in 2008 about renewing the series on their streaming service. That was back in 2008, and for whatever reason, CBS did decline the offer, assuming it was because they had other plans with the show. Because why would you cancel? I mean, why would you not take a deal with Netflix if the show was doing great at that time? Well, we know that part of that was true, though, because they dropped a few novels that exploded the series' popularity. And the fan base has been growing ever since, and the novels have been flying off the shelves. So they have added it to CBS Access and Netflix, which has really boosted the show's notoriety. And apparently CBS was shocked to see these results about how the novels were selling out repeatedly and how many people were going to watch it on Netflix and stuff like that. So they slowed production of their next novel, and possibly to stop spoilers in case of release of a new season. That's what a lot of people are speculating, that they may be releasing a new season, so they're slowing the production of their novels so they won't drop any spoilers for the upcoming season. Hopefully that is the case. We won't know, only time will tell. They also canceled a series which was directed by guess who? Dan Schatz, the director of Jericho. And it's happening around the time of these rumors, so it could be a coincidence, or they could just be in the middle of production of season 3, which could bring much needed attention and subscribers to the website, seeing as their show Star Trek is doing bad. They need a hit right away in order to bring the popularity back to their station, because their popularity is really dying, and that's mainly because of that Star Trek being horrible. Maybe this can help them, and then they can forget Star Trek. I'm not even a fan of Star Trek. I like Star Wars, but hopefully it'll bring a lot more people into the Jericho circle, and it'll get even more popular. We've also gotten word of multiple cast reunions, and they drop the word repeatedly, negotiations, a couple times, and it seems as though they're getting to work with each other again, hopefully. So they're getting comfortable with each other. Then we're hearing words like negotiations being thrown around. And then it actually was confirmed a couple months later that, yeah, we are trying to get something going by the guy from, The Walking Dead. He did confirm that they were trying to get this show off the ground. That was last August, so a little bit under a year ago, he said that. So hopefully we can get something going, because CBS has made no comment to whether it's canceled or renewed. They won't say either one, and it looks like they want to keep everything under wraps as a surprise for us, but also just in case things don't go as planned and they can cancel without us ever knowing that it was going to be, a season that they were going to drop. So, and this hasn't been like out of the question, because there are shows that have been canceled for like years upon years and have come back. So it wouldn't be a stretch to say that a show from '08 could return in 2018, 10 years later. That's not a stretch, because they've done it with Powerpuff Girls, they've done it with X-Files, they've done it with a ton of different shows. Well, not a ton, but they've done it with a few big shows that have come back and have been even better than before. So it's not out of the question, and it can possibly come to fruition. I mean, they even made a Three Stooges movie like 30 years after the show was canceled, so anything's really possible. So the only real issue is freeing up the two main characters' schedules, Skeet Ulrich and Lenny James, who in the show are known as Jake Green and Robert Harkins. My favorite, by far, my favorite duo in a TV series. And Skeet is obviously FP in my opinion, is the best show on TV right now, Riverdale, and Lenny is Morgan on Fear the Walking Dead. And so both of those have obviously been renewed for another season. So the only thing is the scheduling for those two actors. Will they be able to get the scheduling right? Because they're on other shows, and those shows are filming like right now. So they'd have to stop filming there, then go to Jericho, then they have to come back. So it's just a lot of back and forth that they probably want to avoid, which is what's keeping this show from moving forward. But only time will tell, guys. I love Jericho. I hope it returns. Maybe we'll see something soon. But I will see you guys in my next video. If you like this one, go ahead and slap that like button and consider subscribing for the next video, because I do, you know, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Transformers news, all of that stuff. I do theories and things on that. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Peace out.